Ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yeah, we're good, we're good.
On the toss, Bernard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a carry for Bernard. Giovanni Bernard.
There it is.
Nothing but green
Let's go,
grass.
Gio Bernard.
The 20, 10, and all the way home for the Broncos score. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Right.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
There you go, 368.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down.
Oh, take that,
An interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ooh, that's nice.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 52. Get hot. We're good.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off-play action. Keenum. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Let's go. That's right.
For a Broncos
First
score.
pass.
Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Push him back. Or blocking the back.
Down, this could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
23 yards on the play. First and 10 for Dalton. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Von Miller. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up?
Pick it, no!
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Good find the field. That's fine. Oh, it comes me deep.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll begin here with Bernard.
Oh,
fights forward for
Go
only
up and
about
hit
a
somebody.
yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside,
up
trying to
and
get to
hit
the
somebody.
perimeter,
What
but not a
in the
whole
world?
lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
Yeah.
Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
Not fumbling.
It's nice to give them
No.
credit, isn't it? Because so many
He's on the
times it's more a
ground.
matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
22.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Keenum. Sanders shaking and baking. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it here with Bernard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum.
Oh.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Oh, that's too far.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about winning.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 5. Second down, Dalton. Escape in the pressure, gets to him again. Mario Edwards in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Dalton here from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Get out, we're good. 6, 3, 5.
Here's Bernard.
Oh,
And this
hold the
carry
block.
not as productive.
Who
He's
had the
swallowed up
block?
at the line of
Hold
scrimmage.
that block, man.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
On 53.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. From midfield, here's Keenum. He'll let this thing go for Sanders.
Oh,
Top throw. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Right back to him on 1st down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 5. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Keenum. On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go on the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's second down. Dalton looking. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Dalton now to pass. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is brought in at the 21.
Really? You're going to get hung up
Give him
right
11
there?
yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Keenum going to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
Get upfield.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Bernard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this was going the other way.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got...
You want a challenge. He wants the challenge.
Not a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
For these yards. I'll give him that.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And a short game down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Someone's still dying on here.
We're good. We got three, fellas. We got three.
And on the ground they go with the running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Throwing, Dalton going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Nifty footwork at the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Stay on your feet.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. The Broncos first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other...
There it is.
For a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm just trying to move the clock out. So.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll go with the ground attack here.
Get up there. Get the
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Got some real estate inside the 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw here, Dalton. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's do or die for Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Broncos, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon
All right,
Gordon,
well, if you were watching, I
alongside Charles
appreciate it.
Davis. Thanks to our entire
It
crew
can't
as
probably
well.
be for
We'll
another 2 or
talk to you
3
next
days,
time.
and
So
our
long,
league
everybody.
is, a little bit slower on the advance, so.